We find the sense in the nonsense. No be a discovery. Asking question, nobody dares. Sarcasm flying through the air. No be a discovery. No wahala with confidence. It sounds so good to be true. Relax and cool.
Hi guys, my name is Noba, and today I am welcoming you again to another edition on the show Noba Discovery TV Show. Today we are going to discuss on the origin of Amala and Ewedu. We're also going to discuss on how Amala and Ewedu became a combination that people enjoy eating. Another thing we're going to discuss is how people started using brooms to beat the soup. So if you go online and you do a search on Amala, it will tell you on search engines like Google that Amala is a staple food enjoyed mostly in the southwestern region in Nigeria, that is amongst the Yoruba people. Although today, Amala and Ewedu is widely enjoyed across Nigeria and even outside Nigeria. So the question is, who is the first person who discovered Amala and Ewedu? And what were the circumstances that led to Amala and Ewedu being combined together to become a meal? We are also going to see how the discovery of Amala and Ewedu changed a lot of things in history. So ladies and gentlemen, on this show today, I am proud to announce to you all that I have on this show a descendant of the first woman, or the first person, let me not let the cat out of the bag, the first person who discovered Amala and Ewedu. So join me in welcoming to the show today our special guest. So you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you for having me.
All right. So the first thing is, I would like you to introduce yourself to our viewers because they would like to get to know you.
Okay. My name is Beju. I'm from Kwara State, and I'm also a hairstylist.
Beju from Kwara State and a hairstylist. All right. So we brought you to our show today because we wanted to, we did a lot of research with our researchers and our scientists and our historians, and we finally got to you. So first of all, we want to ask you this question. How do you feel being related to the first woman who discovered Amala and Ewedu?
Well, I feel very great. It's a unique feeling, and I'm so overwhelmed of how you guys came to my village, searched and searched to get to my family. I'm so surprised.
This channel is a very special channel. What we do is that we go out and we try to get answers to questions most people won't be able to find. You understand? So what we did was we sent out our researchers and our historians and our scientists, and they did a lot of tracking until we landed in your village and we were able to find you and your family.
Yes.
It was not easy, but we did it.
Yes, I was very surprised how you guys started searching from one place to another, until you discovered my family in the village. From there, you guys now connected to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for coming. You're welcome.
Welcome.
So guys, I will not be able to expose the steps that we took because they are basically scientific, because in the course of doing the search and the discovery, we had to agree with our family that we will not expose so much about them, except for her coming to the show today. So what led us to your village was that we were able to stumble on a story about something that happened 8,000 years ago. And we discovered that Amala and Ewedu was actually discovered 8,000 years ago.
What type of
As a matter of fact, it was that story that led us to meeting your family. So please, can you tell our viewers, the audience, how Amala first came into existence?
Okay. Well, I am a descendant of the first woman who discovered Amala 8,000 years ago.
Jesus!
So this woman was in love with a man who wasn't in love with her. And she wasn't happy that the man wasn't in love with her. And back then, the regular food in the village was cassava and yam.
Just cassava and yam?
And yam, yes.
So please go on.
So the woman wasn't happy that the man wasn't in love with her or wasn't even giving her attention. And back then, women were the breadwinners of the family.
Is that you?
Are you telling us that there was a time on this planet when women were the breadwinners. They were the ones taking care of the family.
Yes, there were times back then women were the breadwinners of the family. They will
For
go
real?
out, work, come in. All the men do is just to eat, marry as many wives as they want, and get fat.
Jesus
Then if you're not
is
fat,
Lord.
if you're slim,
Mm.
they will make you work in the farms of these women. So being slim was a crime then. You have to be fat and be home eating and marrying as many wives as you want.
No, hold on. So, if I was a man living in that period,
Then-
8,000 years ago, Abi,
Yes.
all I would need to do would be to sit back at home,
Be
eat
fat.
and be fat, and
Mhm.
marry as many wives
As you
possible.
can. You have to be fat first. You know that you have to be fat. You have to be fat,
Okay.
fat,
Mm-hmm.
and be eating
Mhm.
and marry as
To
many
get fatter.
wives. Yes, to get fatter. The women will be feeding you to get fatter. Then you
Wow.
can marry as many wives as you can, while the women will provide for you.
Is there anything I can do to go back to that time?
So you want to be lazy.
I want to be lazy. Wahala too plenty. Let me eat and be as fat as I can. If you know anything I can do to go back to that time, please let me know. But let me ask you this question. Because we've spoken so much about this woman, how she was in love with somebody who did not give her attention, right? That's what you said. Okay, so can you just tell us at this point the name of this woman who you said discovered Amala? Can you
The
tell
name
us?
of this woman who discovered Amala 8,000 years ago is called Amala Todu.
Amala
Help me, help me, help me, help me.
Oh, okay, so it's from her name that she now created, just tag that food as
Yes,
Amala.
she
So Amala
named-
Todu.
Yeah, she named Amala after her name.
Oh,
Amala Todu. Her name was Amala Todu. So she named Amala from her name.
wow. That's quite interesting.
Mhm.
Guys, you see why this channel is special. All of you are busy eating Amala without knowing how it originated and how that name, that food became Amala. So it's actually from a woman whose name was Amala Todu. We now have the food called Amala. Now you can see why you need to stay tuned to this channel, because we'll always be giving you answers to questions that would have been difficult for you to get. Would you please continue? Tell us more.
So she was now worried and she was not happy that this guy was not giving her attention. So she decided to go and seek the help of her best friend by the name Ewedu Toda.
Jesus is Lord.
Yes.
Wait, are you saying that this best friend, Ewedu Toda, is the one who created Ewedu?
No, Amala Todu created Amala and Ewedu.
Okay.
But she named Ewedu after her best friend because of the help her friend gave to her in search of the love of her life.
Oh, this is really interesting. So Amala Todu named the food she created as Amala, and then the soup that will go with the food, she named it Ewedu after her best friend, Ewedu Toda. Wow, that's interesting. Please continue.
So she went to meet her best friend. Her best friend now said, okay, I have a plan. So they went to the guy's farmland, the man that she wanted his attention. I remember I told you back then we had only cassava and yam. So the guy was a good farmer.
Okay.
So they went to his farm and they destroyed his cassava, they destroyed his farm.
Wow.
And they didn't do it to run away. They did it and they stood there waiting for the guy to come and meet them there that they did it, to get his attention.
So after destroying the man's farmland, they waited for the man to come.
To come and see them, to get his attention.
I don't understand. So what did the man do?
The man came and saw them. The man arrested them and reported them to the king of the village. Then the king summoned and instructed his guards to flog them 400 stroke of the cane.
400 strokes of the cane.
cane. So both of them, Amala and Ewedu.
400 each.
Yes, each of them.
Wow.
So the woman, Amala Todu, pleaded and begged the king not to flog them, that she have a food that she created that nobody has ever tasted it, that is a food different from this cassava and yam that we usually eat. So the king said, okay, go ahead, let's see. So she took the peels of yam, made it dry, pounded it, and it became a flour, Amala flour.
Okay. That's the one they call elubo.
Elubo.
Okay, so that's how it was made. Okay, so she now took the peel.
The peels of
Did she
yam.
get the peel from the farm that she destroyed?
She already have her home. Remember, this is something
that she's been doing on her own.
So she invented this food, but only her is aware.
Oh, as at that time, until
At
this
that
thing
time,
happened.
until this thing happened. So this was the best time for her to prove herself.
Wow.
To show that okay, she has invented something different.
Wow.
hoping that the king would pardon her.
Yes.
So she created amala from the peel of yam. Made sure that the peel of yam was so dried and strong. Then she pounded it and it became flour.
It became a flour.
Yes.
That's the one they call it lubo.
Amala flour, yes.
Okay.
In the market. Name my language, amala flour.
Okay. Okay. This is really interesting. This is really interesting. So I want to know where the ewedu came in now.
Good. So after making the amala, the king tasted the amala.
Okay.
In fact, the king liked it. In fact, the king was the first person to eat it. And he was happy that at least they had something different from normal yam and cassava. But there was a problem.
Okay. What was the problem, please?
Amala Todu was looking for the perfect soup at that time to go with the amala, to prove a point. So that is when her friend came in.
Okay.
Ewedu told her. Ewedu told her now advise her, why don't you try this soup? Which is ewedu. So she used ewedu and the thing came out perfectly nice. Okay,
so that is how amala and ewedu now became a combined, because I used to wonder why every time you go to a restaurant, you say, give me amala and ewedu.
People don't like eating with another soup.
Yeah, the thing is that sometimes when you go to a restaurant, you can take fufu with egusi, with draw, ogbono. But that amala, everybody must request for ewedu.
Amala and ewedu, it comes together. It's sweeter together. So
that is how it came together. They now made it as a combined meal.
Yes.
Wow.
Amala and ewedu, two best friends.
Wow. All right. So this is a very unique story, and I am sure that everyone hearing about this thing will be surprised and amazed. But there's something I've always wanted to know. I was born in Lagos. I grew up in Lagos, and I started eating amala right from when I was a child. So I'm very used to amala and ewedu. Okay, it's something I eat often. But the question I want to ask is this: why do they always beat the ewedu with broom? Why?
Okay, remember I told you that the king ordered his guards to flog the women 400 strokes of the king.
Yes.
Remember? So even after they invented this food and the king loved it, the villagers were like, these people cannot go unpunished. We have to still punish them. Wow. So the king now made a law that whenever you are making amala and ewedu, you have to beat the soup using broom to beat it in remembrance of what these two best friends did to this man on that fateful day 8,000 years ago.
Jesus is Lord!
Wow. Wait, so what you're telling me, what you're telling us, what Beju is telling us today is that every time anybody uses broom to beat a ewedu soup, to beat the ewedu soup, it is in remembrance of the wrong that Amala Todu and Ewedu Toda
did to that man 8,000 years ago.
8,000 years ago.
Yes, so that is the punishment.
Wow. This is massive information. Massive. I am sure that any woman who goes about to beat Ewedu now will know what she's actually doing.
That is why most people, they cannot combine amala with any other soup. It has to just be amala and ewedu. Like you can't use another soup to eat amala.
It just does work. Yes, I know.
Feel it.
I know. You won't feel it, honestly. It has to go with that ewedu. Wow. This is a very unique story. And I'm very happy that everybody who loves amala and ewedu are getting this information from this show. Wow, what an interesting show it's been so far. I mean, today, I am sure that the Yoruba people will be very happy that we've been able to discover how amala and ewedu came to be. So this is very amazing. But hold on a minute, Peju. I am very sure that a lot of people watching us right now will be doubting whether you're truly a descendant of the first woman who discovered and made amala and ewedu. Even me, I want you to prove, what evidence do you have to prove that you are actually a descendant of the first woman who made amala and ewedu? Okay,
first of all, my name is not Eju. My real name is not Eju. Eju is just a name for legal reasons or legal purposes.
Okay.
My real name is Omo Yalamala.
There is God.
Omo Yalamala.
That is my real name.
Wow.
And every descendant of the first woman who discovered amala 8,000 years ago always have a birthmark at the back of their neck.
Wow.
Every descendant have a birthmark. You must have a birthmark at the back of your neck. I'm going to show you my own birthmark when the cameras are off. I have a birthmark here. So every descendant of this woman 8,000 years ago have this birth mark.
Sorry,
at the back of their
hold
neck.
on. Are you saying there are other people apart from you and your family? A lot of other,
Of course, we are a lot of descendants, yes, and each of us we have a birth mark.
Okay, like how many are you across the world who are descendants of this first woman? How many are you?
Of course, there are 8,000 of us out there.
Wow.
And the 8,000 of us, we have a birth mark, same birth mark at the back of our neck.
Wow.
So that is like a proof.
And you say you will show us the birth mark at the
When
end
the cameras are off, I'll show you.
But when you show us the birth mark, can we show the audience? Will you permit us to show the viewers?
I don't know about that for now.
Okay, please, because they will also need to know.
I don't know about that for now.
All right. Thank you so very much. You know, guys, when we go out doing research, traveling, through different places, trying to get information like this for you, you guys know we are not playing. You guys should know we are not playing. Now, on this show today, we've learnt the origin of Amala. Amala actually started because a woman called Amala Todun was in love with a man who was not giving her attention. And so with her friend, Ewedu told her, right? They hatched a plan and they went to this man's farm and destroyed the yam and cassava, which were the major food at that time. They destroyed everything. And then when the king wanted to punish them, Amala Todun now came out and said, I have something else I can provide for the man and everybody to eat. And then she now introduced them to Amala, which she had already been eating, according to what you just said. So now this woman had already been making Amala by herself, but she now introduced it to the whole community. And from that moment on, she named that particular food Amala in honor of her own name, Amala Todun. And she named Ewedu, which she discovered with her best friend, Ewedu Toda. And that's how we got Ewedu.
Amala and Ewedu.
And then the most important information today from Peju here is the fact that every time you beat that Ewedu, every time you beat it with the broom, you are actually doing that to remember this Amala Todun and Ewedu Toda and the crime they committed 8,000 years ago. Wow. This is massive information. And you can only get that information on Nova Discovery TV show. So what do you need to do? You need to hit the subscribe button, share this video, and make your comments. Ask us any questions you want to ask us. Tell us what questions you want us to discover for you, and we'll go all out to get answers to those questions. So guys, I'm going to end this show with this. You have to get up from wherever you are right now, go get yourselves some Amala and Ewedu. And as you're eating the Amala and Ewedu, you will be eating it with the understanding of how it was discovered.
Yeah.
Right, Beju?
Yeah.
So until next time I see you on the show, from my team and I on the Nova Discovery show, it's bye-bye. See you next time.
Lava is heavy. Come join me and yeah, this the format is plenty. Sick rules, I'm in shock, cause the lava is heavy. Nova Discovery show, where I'm like a bata, soft cheese like jollof rice, sarcasm not the vibes.